Hello again. I can take your order whenever you're ready.
Who owns this bar, anyway?
The Bobrov brothers picked this place up a few years ago. Vadim Bobrov is the loud one, Yefim Bobrov is the quiet one, and I'm the one that has to listen to them argue with each other all day.
Not now.
Let me know if you change your mind.
Kyle, no! There are no synths in Diamond City. Hear me? Just you folks and your damn paranoia. I need you to step away, Scabber.
He pulled a gun on me. My own brother.
What happened?
I'm not a synth. I told him. I kept telling him. Why didn't he listen to me? I need a minute.
Any words of wisdom?
Move along. Find somewhere else to go.
I understand, officer. I just want to know what happened.
What, you didn't hear the shouting? Guy pulls a gun on his own brother, thinking he's a synth. It's that newspaper's fault. Got people all riled up, thinking their own family might be replaced by machines. Look, I'm sorry you got caught up in all this, but it's over, okay? Just go about your business like nothing happened. Better that way. What's everyone still standing around for? Go back to your own damn business.
Sure, I can do that. You're lucky to be alive.
All right, old-timer. I've told you 1,000 times before. No one wants to listen to that crap. Turn it off.
这里来了的坏好way，再去关闭我虚伪。
Every fucking day. You still have no clue what I'm saying, do you?
我知道你在说训美，太糟糕了。你不知道我在说训美。以上立刻白痴。若是
Hold on.
我们告诉你
You'll make it through.
这市场。
Hey there.
若是你，我们告诉你的第一，这市场。
Come now, Tzen. We both know what game you're playing here.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me. 10 years, 400 miles, and somehow we both end up in the Commonwealth.
Nice to see you too.
What's going on here?
Would you like to tell her, Tzen? Or shall I?
All right, look. Obviously, I have some explaining to do. But not here. Follow me.
Hello?
Just stop.
Hey.
Piper must have hit a nerve. A journalist knows she's on the right track when the politicians get scared.
Hi.
What is it, my dear?
Any other advice?
Tzen's always been a helpful sort. Back in D.C., he helped me with a lead on Barnaby's number. It turned out to be a dead end, but also a new beginning.
It would be nice to know more about you.
Sure, why not? I haven't traveled with anyone since I left D.C., so it's nice to have someone to confide in.
What were you doing in the Capital Wasteland?
I was looking for my brother Barnaby. That's where he ostensibly died. On the way, I met a few people in blue jumpsuits. One of them saved my life. The other gave it meaning. But that's a story for another time.
That's all for now.
Of course, my dear.
Just fine.
Excuse me.
I'm looking for settlement work, if you got any.
Would you be interested in coming to work for me?
I appreciate it.
How's it going? How's it going? I'm listening. Hey there.
Okay, we're good. The name's Tzen. Hengaoxing Rishini.
That's a strange way to say hello.
You mean the Chinese thing? It's a strange way to say a lot of things to people around here. But I speak it about as well as super mutants speak English. Don't let the accent fool you. It's just an act. Took me a while to learn the language to this point, but that's a very long story.
We've got the time. Besides, I rather like hearing you tell it.
Yeah, all right. Back when I was a much younger man, I traveled all over the eastern coast. In many places I ended up, people gave me a wide berth because of my, well, complexion. But after a while, I noticed that the more they ignored me, the less they would realize what I was really up to, digging up dirt on the lot of them. So I decided to double down on the whole Chinaman thing. At first, it was total gibberish, ching chong ling long and whatnot. But one day, I came across an English to Mandarin dictionary and memorized the whole thing. Now I spew horribly broken Chinese at anyone I want to leave me alone.
So, what's the deal with you two anyway?
Tzen was one of my contacts back in DC if I ever needed information.
Contact is putting it politely. More like harassment victim.
Tzen, you wound me. Besides, your life would be so boring if I wasn't dropping in from time to time.
You say boring, I say peaceful.
So, who are you?
I'm a trader of sorts. And before you ask, no, I don't have anything to sell. I don't trade in material goods. Not usually, anyway. My products come in the form of information. If you need dirt dug up on someone, chances are I already have it, or can easily get it. I've even picked up a bit of info about you, Vault Dweller.
It's always creepy when you do that.
It's my job.
I don't have any more questions.
Good. Now that we've caught up and become such good friends again, I have a proposition for the both of you.
Really, Zen, you ought to buy a girl dinner before making a proposal. But fine, what did you have in mind?
Tell me, what do you know about a local scumbag named Murphy?
Precious little, I'm afraid. But I have a feeling you're about to tell us.
Perceptive as always, Audrey. Just south of here is a clinic that sells medical supplies. The problem is, no one who goes into this clinic actually stays well for long. In fact, they seem to get worse.
Strange.
Indeed. The supplies they sell are laced with chems, so anyone who uses them becomes sick and are compelled to return later for more treatment. They become addicted, if I wasn't making that perfectly clear.
Yes, darling, I got that.
Right. I know where they're manufacturing the lace stems, which means there's a cache of unlaced supplies somewhere in the facility. Problem is, the place is locked down tight, and it requires an access code to get in. I need you two to help me steal the unlaced supplies. Then I'm going to sell them for much less to those who desperately need them.
Oh, Zen. Since when did you become such a good Samaritan?
Normally I wouldn't care, but these assholes are bad for business. Hard to keep a
Excuse
reliable
me.
clientele
Yeah?
when a lot of them are becoming babbling chemicals.
Nothing else I needed. All right, then. Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey there.
Okay, we're good. The name's Tzen. Engaoxing Rishini.
I don't have any more questions.
Good. Now that we've caught up and become such good friends again, I have a proposition for the both of you.
Really, Zen, you ought to buy a girl dinner before making a proposal. But fine, what did you have in mind?
Tell me, what do you know about a local scumbag named Murphy?
Precious little, I'm afraid. But I have a feeling you're about to tell us.
Perceptive as always, Audrey. Just south of here is a clinic that sells medical supplies. The problem is, no one who goes into this clinic actually stays well for long. In fact, they seem to get worse.
Strange.
Indeed. The supplies they sell are laced with chems, so anyone who uses them becomes sick and are compelled to return later for more treatment. They become addicted, if I wasn't making that perfectly clear.
Yes, darling, I got that.
Right. I know where they're manufacturing the lace stems, which means there's a cache of unlaced supplies somewhere in the facility. Problem is, the place is locked down tight, and it requires an access code to get in. I need you two to help me steal the unlaced supplies. Then I'm going to sell them for much less to those who desperately need them.
Oh, Zen. Since when did you become such a good Samaritan?
Normally I wouldn't care, but these assholes are bad for business. Hard to keep a reliable clientele when a lot of them are becoming babbling chem-addicted simpletons. And if I can make some caps on the side, well, all the better.
Why do you need me along?
I'm not sure if you've noticed, but I'm not exactly in my prime here. This job is going to require lifting, running, and possibly some shooting if things don't go exactly according to plan. And I'm far too old to attempt any of that nonsense on my own.
What's in it for me?
What, knowing you did a public service isn't enough? Good. I don't make a point of trusting anyone who doesn't want anything for themselves. Rest assured there will be caps in your future. I'll even let you take a cut of the supplies.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Good.
Hold on, Zen. Theft isn't really my purview, and this job seems rather, let's say, uncouth.
The only thing uncouth about this is preying on the desperate and sick with chem-laced medicine for profit. And if that doesn't convince you, let's say you owe me for everything I did for you back in D.C.
Well, it's hard to argue with you on that last part. Very well. Count me in. What's step 2?
I'm glad you asked. I have a contact inside Murphy's group. Her name is Carmen.
Wait, your contact is one of these unsavory types you've been talking about. How do you know we can trust her?
Trust me that I trust her. She may be a con woman, but even she knows when it's gone too far. And Murphy has certainly taken it too far. She currently runs the storefront of Murphy's clinic. If she sees me with you two, she'll know we're in business. We've been looking for allies for quite some time now. I'll meet you by the front door. Don't get eaten by a Yao Guai on the way.
Anything you want to talk about?
You gotta work hard in Diamond City. One step at a time.
Yeah. I'll just leave you to it then. Scarlet.
Everyone just buys the beer. But we have plenty of other drinks if you're feeling brave.
Who owns this bar anyway?
The Bobrov brothers picked this place up a few years ago. Vadim Bobrov is the loud one, Yefim Bobrov is the quiet one, and I'm the one that has to listen to them argue with each other all day.
I'll take a look, sure.
Hopefully nothing will poison you.
Anything you want to talk about?
The Great Green Jewel is safe. As safe as the Commonwealth can be, at least.
I hope you're right. Heads up.
Go ahead.
Hey. Your thoughts?
I welcome death. For one, it means no more waking up in the middle of the night. Not unless you're hungry for brains.
Just curious what you're thinking.
I don't care what people say about me, so long as it's interesting.
That's all.
Diamond City. If you haven't guessed by now, it's hardly the jewel it claims to be. Of course, actual diamonds aren't all that rare. Their value's
Glad to see the great green jewel still shines.
Hey, got a sec?
Everybody, I need everyone's attention. I would like to address the subject that is on everyone's mind. And that is the disgusting article Piper has written. Diamond City has stood united for over 150 years. And what keeps us united are two things. First is the great green guardian behind me, the wall. Our protector and our savior from the filth of the outside. And second is our faith and trust in each other. The faith and trust that has given us prosperity, security, and education for every citizen. And while the paper might point their fingers at synths and other ghost stories to drive us apart, we will not betray this sacred trust. Now, I want everyone to hear these next words very carefully. I am not a synth. I am the same flesh and blood boy who grew up on these streets, who was born in a shack just down the waterfront to Martha and Patrick McDonough. And I will not abandon my city due to the heinous allegations of the press. God bless this city. God bless the wall.
Just buy or sell whatever you need.
Working hard?
Don't touch the paint.
Don't worry, I won't.
Good. The wall keeps out the bad guys, so I appreciate you not messing her up none. Thinking you need a little education. Maybe a bit of community service. What do you say?
Depends on what it is.
You see this paint I'm using? Only one place left in the whole Commonwealth you can get it. Hardware Town. Ruin store close by to the west. Bring back a can of paint and it'll be 100 caps in your pocket. How's that sound?
Only if you throw in some more money.
Fine. Pay you 125 caps.
What can you tell me about Hardware Town?
Raiders moved in a ways back. Security says they can't handle them. That's why I'm running low. So, you still up for it?
Paint retrieval. I'm on it.
Much obliged.
Yeah?
It's nothing. Never mind.
Beat it.